Hi there. In today's lesson, we're going to look at chemical weathering and some of the features that is created because of this chemical weathering on limestone. Remember to check out our website, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. So, what is chemical weathering? Chemical weathering is the breaking down of rocks due to chemical changes within the rock. And what you really need to know is this process, the process of carbonation. So what is carbonation? Basically, you've got rainwater, and when the rainwater is falling, it mixes with carbon dioxide, CO2, and when it mixes with the carbon dioxide, it forms a weak carbonic acid. This weak carbonic acid then weathers the limestone. So it dissolves the limestone, and it's clearly seen on many landscapes, but the best example that we have in Ireland is the Burren in County Clare. Now, because of this weathering and this carbonation, it creates many features of limestone, and we're going to look at some of these features now. So, you got some features of limestone, and you've got some surface ones, and some of these surface ones are Clints and grykes, and you have swallow holes. These are all surface landforms, so you can actually see them on the surface. Sometimes these Clints and grykes are known as limestone pavement. Just so you know, okay? Then we have underground landform features of limestone pavement. Let me just make this bigger. And these include caves, stalactites, stalagmites, and pillars. Now, you should learn you should know all of these in good detail, but you should learn one of each in particular detail. And the one that I suggest that you learn is the limestone pavement, so the Clints and grykes, and then you can talk maybe about learn with the two of these, the stalactites and stalagmites, okay? Because you can learn them kind of together. So what we're going to look at is chemical weathering, and we're going to look at Clints and grykes, the limestone pavement. But before I do that, I just want to give you some background information on limestone features. So limestone is a sedimentary rock. It has layers, okay, which is sometimes known as strata. It's a permeable rock, which means that water can easily pass down through it. So it's not impermeable, it's permeable, so water can easily pass down through it. It's soluble, so it can easily be dissolved by rainwater. And this limestone landscape is sometimes known as a karst landscape. So we're going to look at Clints and grykes, so limestone pavement. So this is what limestone pavement starts off at. You've got the bedding, and then you've got these little cracks which are called the joints. Over time, because the rainwater falls into the joints, they ended up making the joints bigger and widening and deepened to form grykes. These grykes in the gap are formed because of the rock, the limestone is less resistant than this bit here, and this bit here is called the Clints. And that's because they've got more resistant slabs of limestone. Together, the Clints and grykes make up the limestone pavement. Okay, so what we're going to look at now is underground features of limestone. So when the water goes underground, it creates lots of different features or landforms underground. The first one you can look at is the area is a cave. When a river goes underground, such as here, via the swallow hole, it continues to dissolve the limestone, forming caves. An example in Ireland of a cave would be the Allowee Caves in County Clare. You've also got the stalactites and stalagmites. Okay, so stalactites, it's this one here where it has A is stalactites, and it's on the roof of the cave. This water contains dissolved limestone, and because evaporation takes place in the roof, the cave leaves the dissolved calcium carbonate or calcite deposits left behind. These deposits attach themselves to the roof. They grow downwards over thousands of years to form stalactites. And on the bottom, in B here, we have stalagmites. The water which did not evaporate on the roof of the cave may fall onto the floor, so it will drip down off the stalactite down here to form the stalagmite. Evaporation takes place on the floor of the cave, leaving deposits of calcium carbonate, or sometimes known as calcite, behind. These deposits build up to form stalagmites. Over time, these stalactites and stalagmites will continue to grow and get bigger if they don't break. And after many thousands of years, what happens is they actually join together and they form a pillar. And all of these features can be seen in the Allowee Caves in County Clare. So I've typed out for you two explanations for stalactites and stalagmites, and I would suggest that you learn these off. You need to know an underground feature and a surface feature, okay? So you know Clints and grykes for your surface, and for your underground feature you should know stalactites and stalagmites. A good way to know the difference between stalactites and stalagmites, which one's on the top, which one's on the bottom, is that stalactites has a C in it, so C for ceiling, and stalactites has no C, but it's got a G for ground. Okay, this is a very common question that comes up in the exam papers, and they might ask you to explain two things that were formed because of chemical weathering in limestone in the Karst region, and you can just pick stalactites and stalagmites. Of course, you can talk about a pillar as well, because that just is when those two actually join together after thousands of years. And then you've got your Clints and grykes, or the swallow hole for the surface. A question that they sometimes ask in the short questions is they ask you to match up which one is stalactites and which one is stalagmites and which one's a pillar and a cave and so on. So just make sure you be able to identify the different features for chemical weathering. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and have learned something from it. Please can I ask you to leave feedback, let me know if you enjoy the videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter and follow us on Instagram. And if you would like more videos, please go to my website www.examrevision.ie and you can find many videos there to help you with your examinations.